Channel 5 Plus, Jon Burton with you. Your phone calls are welcome. 615-737-7767 is the number to call. In just a couple of minutes, we're going to hear from Titans starting quarterback Ryan Tannehill, who was able to gut it out last week in the win over Denver despite his ankle injury. Check on his status for Thursday night's game in Green Bay against the Packers. Got a final in men's basketball. Vanderbilt, they pick up their first win of the season. They beat Temple 89-87. So Jerry Stackhouse's team is off the schneid. They started the season off 0-2. They get the win tonight by 2 points at Temple, 89-87. Once again, the final. So Vanderbilt now 1-2 on the young season. We'll have highlights of that game for you tonight over on News Channel 5 in sports at around 10:20. As once again Vanderbilt getting the victory at Temple tonight. Elsewhere, over at Bridgestone Arena, the Predators enjoying a 2-0 lead over the Minnesota Wild as they play early in the second period. So the Preds off to a good start. As we said, they opened their homestand Saturday night with a 2-1 win over the New York Rangers, and now looking to make it 2 straight home wins to start this homestand. Again, they're up 2-0 over the Minnesota Wild as they play in the second period. We'll, of course, have highlights of that game for you as well tonight on News Channel 5 Sports at around 10:20. More college basketball. It is Kentucky taking on Michigan State right now on the Champions Classic. We'll get you updated on that score as well. Earlier today, as we mentioned, the Vanderbilt women getting a win at home bright and early this morning at 11 a.m. over Tarleton out of Texas. They win that game 84-48. So the Commodore women's basketball team off to a 4-0 start under second-year head coach Jay Ralph, who's done an outstanding job since taking over that program. All right, back to the Titans. As we said, Ryan Tannehill able to gut it out last week, and the passing game certainly looked a lot better with him under center after missing the previous 2 games with an ankle injury. It looks like he'll be able to give it a go again Thursday night in Green Bay. It's going to be cold, and that ankle injury of his, I'm sure, has not gotten much better, and probably feeling a little sore after playing a full game on Sunday and only have a couple days to recover and get ready for the next game. But that's the life of a starting NFL quarterback. Here's Ryan Tannehill earlier today at Titans practice.
I wouldn't go that far, but feeling a little better.
With the quick turnaround, is treatment almost the most important thing this week, along with mental reps?
I mean, it's all important. It's all important, right? Tough week to get going for a Thursday night game. You know, physically you got to be able to recover, and then mentally you're cramming, a full week's worth of work into a couple days. So the challenge is both mental and physical for myself and the whole team, right? We have to be on top of our plan, know the details inside and out, and then do everything we can to get our bodies ready to go for Thursday night.
How's it felt, Ryan, since the game cause a setback, I guess? Yeah,
I was pretty sore after the game, but it feels a little bit better today, so hopefully we just keep it going in that direction.
How much of a shot in the arm was it for this pass attack going for 255 against the #1 pass defense in the league?
It was good. I feel like, we left some opportunities out there. So definitely some good things that we can build on. And if we can just clean up some details on some other things, I felt like we did some things that can push us in the right direction. So, happy for our guys and proud of the way we went out and competed, and I just need to build on it.
How much has Austin turned into a move the chains guy for you, in particular on 3rd down?
Hey, he's making big plays. I said it all early in the year, that I had a lot of confidence in him, and we built that connection, through the spring, through training camp. And then for whatever reason, early in the year, we just didn't have the connections, or it wasn't the catches, I guess. We felt good going into each game and had a plan to have him involved, and for whatever reason the ball just didn't find him, and just kind of stuck with our process, and he's done a great job of taking advantage of his opportunities and making big plays for us.
How about Chig, just his development and his ability to maybe make a play when he gets the ball in his hands?
Yeah, he's done a great job. I think that for a young player, taking advantage of his opportunity is exactly what he's done. Anytime he gets in there and has a ball come his way, it seems like he does a great job of getting open and making the catch, and then being a tough physical runner once he has the ball in his hands.
Vrabel's on the verge of getting his 50th win. Would be just the 3rd coach in franchise history to do that. What do you think makes him successful as a head coach?
There's a lot of things, but I think first and foremost it's a it's a clear plan and clear foundation for the program. And everyone that comes in the building knows what we're about, knows what we believe in. We hold each other accountable. He starts that. And, every day you know what you're getting.
For you, ball security this year has been a big point of emphasis, it seems like, compared to last year. Just what was the mindset coming into this year? Was that one of the main things you were focused on?
Yeah, I mean, too many turnovers last year, and looked at them over the offseason, and some I could do something about, and several of them I couldn't. But want to control what you can control, and be smart with the football, and know when you have to push the envelope.
What do you see out of this Packers defense, especially the back end of it?
Yeah, I mean, it's a good defense, top to bottom. You look at the front; they're big, they're physical, they're long on the edges. Their backers are fast, they're flying around. Jair Alexander, one of the top corners in the league, veteran safeties. You look at the guys they have really good players and do a good job in their scheme. So, it's going to be a tough day for us. We have to go out and execute well.
I imagine you probably played at every NFL stadium. Is there something special about playing at Lambeau?
It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I've only been up there a couple times, so every time you get up there, you want to take advantage of the opportunity. It's a special place. You kind of feel it driving up to the stadium. Definitely one of my favorite places to play.
Cold everywhere this time of year, but I mean up there especially, it was just like actually looking at the temp, so it's going to be below freezing. As a quarterback, what do you do to just stay warm, stay loose, whatever, and then especially dealing with an ankle, how does that affect it?
Yeah, I mean, it's just part of playing in the NFL, right? A lot of cold games, and this will be one of them. So make sure you're staying loose, staying warm as best you can on the sideline. As a quarterback, keep the hands somewhat warm and be good to go.
Anything special that you found works particularly well for you over the years?
Hand muffs. I don't know, nothing too crazy. I don't have any special tricks or anything like that. But what I have found, it works for me.
Do you wear a glove on the left hand? I don't recall.
I try not to wear. I like to feel the ball. Some guys love the gloves. For me, I don't like not being able to feel the ball, and especially on the throwing hand.
Do you ever feel like you just want to get the hell out of there, or when the game starts, the temperature?
What do you mean? I don't know.
Like it's so cold, I just want to go inside.
No, you don't. I don't think about it too much. Some guys think about it. For me, you go to the sideline, you get a coat and a heated bench, and when you're out on the field, the last thing you're thinking about is the temperature, So, for me, it's not that big of a factor.
Ryan, have you ever been a guy that has flip card on the wrist or anything like that? I can't remember you playing with one here, and I don't think you had one when you were in Miami. Is it just something that you prefer not wearing, or it's just not the way you operate?
I have a couple times in my career. I think last year we went to Seattle, we wore one. But not too many times. I like to be able to hear the call, visualize it in my head as it comes in. It just helps me build the picture of what's going on. When I hear it and I have to build the picture of the play in my head, it helps me, communicate with my guys, and as opposed to, reading a line on a wristband. So, there's different ways to do it. Everyone likes something different, but that's the way that I feel like works best for me.
You got a chance to know Aaron very well over the years, and if not, just as a player, you're impressed with how well he's been able to play and how well he's been able to play for so long?
Yeah, I don't know him well. Interacted a few times with him over the years. He's been very, very nice to me. Obviously, one of the best to ever do it. Amazing career. I don't know what year he's in right now, but a lot of them, and they've all been pretty good.
You talked a lot this offseason about mental health, getting that stuff right. How much did that help you during the injury, kind of being able to lean on what you worked on over the offseason?
Yeah, it's tough. Being injured is not where you want to be, being out, So definitely had to work through that process, and when you come back, you want to be able to pick up where you left off.
You guys always lean on Derek pretty hard, but last game I think you threw 36 times and ran only 23. You showed that the passing game could carry you to victory.
Yeah, like I said, I think we did some good things in the passing game. Obviously Derek had some huge runs for us, and he will continue to do that. So every game's going to turn out a little bit differently. We're just going to try to do what it takes to win.
It seems like every time Chig touches the ball, 20 yards or so, how much, more excited
is that a legit stat, or?
It's right.
Okay, all right.
Don't close. Check the
you would know more than me. I don't know.
20.1 yards per catch.
Oh, there we go.
There it is, right around 20. But
nailed it.
Anyway, how much better would it be for you guys to get him more touches? I know that's something that apparently you guys are working on, but what will it take to get those touches for him?
Yeah, every game plan is a little bit different. You know, Chig's done a good job of taking advantage of his opportunities. You know, like I said, you know, he's getting himself open, and when he does get the ball in his hands, he's doing something special with it. So, you know, if he continues to get those opportunities, I have confidence that he'll take advantage of it.
Beyond just the catches that he had, how much did having trailing back and a little bit of an element of speed that he brings on the outside help maybe open up some things in other places?
Yeah, definitely nice to have him back. You know, he obviously got the ball in his hands a couple times. The one on a quick throw to the right, I remember he just got the ball in his hands, was able to get, you know, 10+ yards on a very quick throw. So excited to have him back and just want to keep, you know, working him in and getting him the ball.
Do you kind of check in on Ben during the course of the week, and if he's not able to go, just how much of an adjustment is for you to be without your starting center?
Yeah, you know, hopefully Ben's able to go. We'll see what happens. Talked to him this morning. He seems to be doing much better this morning, so thankful to hear that. You know, Ben's you know, such a good friend and a great teammate, and does a lot for us on this team. So you know, if he's not able to go, confident in our guys up front that they'll be able to pick up the slack. But you know, definitely want to have Ben in there.
Yeah, thanks, Ryan.
Thanks, Ryan.
Thank you, Ryan.
Ryan Tannehill, Titans starting quarterback, speaking to the media today at Ascension St. Thomas Sports Park ahead of Thursday night's game against the Packers in Green Bay. Did I mention you can watch it Thursday night on Prime Video and, of course, on News Channel 5. We'll have our pregame special, a special edition of News Channel 5 at 6:30 before the game gets underway, and of course complete post-game coverage afterwards for the Titans and the Packers. Time for another break. We got a couple calls on the line. Kevin and Mike, stay on the line. We're coming to you out of the break, and we'll also hear from Jeffrey Simmons as he hopes to be ready to play Thursday night against the Packers as well, dealing with his own injury. Stay with us. A lot more to come here on SportsLine.